Good morning and welcome to Yoga with the Weltmans, Part 2.
All right, so please make your way onto your backs. Stretch your legs out long. Your arms are about your torso. And we'll just take a minute here to connect to the room, to anchor ourselves into the room, and just to focus on our breathing. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Another deep breath in and sigh it out. And just start to focus on your inhales and your exhales. You may notice that your inhales get a little bit longer. And as you exhale, you feel everything contract. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Bend your knees up and just windshield wiper them from left to right, dropping both knees to the right, to the left, loosening up your low back as you inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, leave your knees at the center. And then as you exhale, let all of your breath out. We'll do a little bit of core work, some centering work. So create an interlace at the back of your head. With an inhale, you prepare the spine, draw your navel to your spine. As you exhale, you wrap the elbows in towards your temples, and you come up through center. Inhale, lower back down, and release. Exhale, you wrap in and you rise up. Inhale, you lower back down, and release. And one more. Exhale, you wrap in and rise up, looking for that space underneath your shoulders. And then as you inhale, you lower back down and release your elbows out. Hug your knees into your chest and create small circles. Go in one way, and then you go in the other. If it's in your practice, you can rock and roll up and down the length of your spine and come up to tabletop. There you go. And if not, you just meet us on all fours. So your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. And we'll do a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, you lower the belly, your gaze goes up. And then as you exhale, you push into the ground and hollow out your belly. Gaze falls to your knees. Inhale, back up into cow. And then as you exhale, feel the length of your spine as you round the back. Inhale, back up into cat or cow. And exhale, round it out. On your next inhale, we'll meet in a neutral spine. Gaze is off the top of your mat. As you inhale, you tuck your toes, engage your low belly, and as you exhale, your hips go up and back to downward facing dog. It's our first time here, so look at your hands. They should be about shoulder width apart, and you're grounding down under all 10 knuckles with a little extra pressure between your thumb and your forefinger. If you gaze back at your feet, they're hip width apart and your heels are hidden behind your middle toes. And you could walk your dog here, so you can bend one knee, straighten it out and bend the other. Whatever feels good for you right now. And release your head. Let it hang in between your hands. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to look to the top of your mat and you're going to step up in between your hands and inhale into a flat back. So that might mean that your hands are on your shins or you bend your knees a little bit, but you want to tabletop your spine here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back into your flat back. Belly draws up and in, sternum draws up and forward. Exhale, you forward fold. And one more inhale. And you're going to feel that traction from the crown of your head all the way through your spine, out through your tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet apart till they're about hip width. Picture frame your head and hanging ragdoll. Thumbs go in opposite elbows. You can bend your knees a little bit or a lot, and just release your head. Firm down underneath your feet and engage your low body to help you release your upper body even more. As you inhale and exhale. Deep breath in. And on your next exhale, you release your hands by your toes. Heel to your feet back together. Inhale into that flat back, preparing your spine for plank. And as you exhale, you plant the palms, bend your knees, and you step back to plank. Check your wrists. They should be underneath your elbows and parallel to the top of your mat. And as you exhale, drop your knees behind your hips. Inhale, firm your shoulder blades onto your back, and as you exhale, you bend your elbows just an inch or two, bringing them in close to your chest. Inhale and hover, and as you exhale, you lower down to the mat. Adjust your hands so they're underneath your shoulders and the tops of your feet are on the mat. And inhale up into your baby cobra. Your gaze is off the tip of your nose to make sure that your spine is neutral. And as you exhale, you tap your forehead to the mat. Inhale, back up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, engage your low belly, and with an exhale, you send your hips back up to down dog. And you could shorten or lengthen your downward facing dog. And the goal is to get your heels to touch the mat. They might not ever get there, but that's where your energy is going. Send your thigh bones up and back towards the back wall as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, you look up and step in between your hands. Inhale into that flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root underneath your feet, engage your low belly, and with an inhale, you sweep your arms up to extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in and a breath out, connecting with your intention for today. So you can choose to focus on this moment, the next 15 minutes or so, and just focus on the present without having any expectations. As you take a deep breath in and a breath out. With your inhale, send your hands up and overhead. And as you exhale, you swan dive down, hinging at your hips to your forward folds. Inhale into your flat back. And as you exhale, you plant the palms, bend the knees, and step back to plank once more. We're preparing for a straight leg chaturanga, but you always have the option to modify, so you could always tap your knees. Feel a long line of energy from the top of your head all the way out of your heels. Engage your thighs, your low belly. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your elbows an inch or two. Inhale and hover. And then exhale, you sweep up to upward facing dog. Only the tops of your feet and your palms are touching. So if your thigh bones are down, come into a modified baby cobra. Inhale, you fill up. And with an exhale, your hips go up and back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more breath in. And at the bottom of your exhale, you step, or this time you might even float to the top of your mat. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise as your arms sweep up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive down at your feet, hinging at the hips. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, you plant the palms, bend the knees, step back to plank, and travel through your chaturanga. Could be straight leg or modified. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Push back using your palms so that not all the energy is in your wrists as you inhale and exhale. With this inhale, your right leg is going to lift long behind you, keeping your hips square, toes flexed. And with an exhale, you step through your hands. Anchor down your left heel, so your left foot's at a 45-degree angle. And with an inhale, you come up to warrior one. Engage your left leg. And the goal is to square your hips to the front of the room. Shoulders soften down your back. Pinky fingers rotated as you inhale. And as you exhale, you open up to warrior two. Your torso is in the middle of your body. Your left foot's at a 45-degree angle, so it's turned in a bit. Inhale, you zip up through center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, you zip up. Exhale, warrior two. Your right leg's at a 90-degree angle. Your knee is over your middle toe. And your gaze is off your front hand. Put energy into all 10 fingertips. You could even let it out this way as you inhale and exhale. With your next inhale, step up to the top of your mat and bring your hands to heart center. They can hear me. Bring your right foot to the inside of your right thigh. You can use the help of your arm. Well, turn this way, Jeff. So, you can use the help of your hand to come into your tree. There's an even amount of energy between your foot and your thigh. They're pressing against each other. Now, if this is too much, you can modify and bring your foot to your calf. Same principle. You're putting an even amount of energy. You're pushing your calf into your foot and your foot into your calf to help you balance. Inhale and exhale. If you feel really stable, you can bring your arms up and overhead. You can interlace them. And palms can face the ceiling. Engage the belly. Feel rooted under your left foot as you inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale, release your foot and bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in. And a long breath out. One more side as you inhale. And exhale. So we'll rotate back this way so they can see. Inhale, arms go up and overhead. And as you exhale, you forward fold down towards the mat. Inhale into your flat back. And as you exhale, you plant the palms, bend the knees. Step back to plank and travel through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, the goal is to look like an upside down V as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in. Long breath out. With this inhale, bring your left leg long and strong behind you. Hips are square. Step through your hands on your exhale. Anchor down your right heel so it's at a 45-degree angle. Put energy into that back foot, and with an inhale, you come up to warrior one. Left leg's at a 90-degree angle, so your knee is over your ankle. Back leg is straight and strong. Inhale. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Inhale and knit the ribs in. And as you exhale, you open up into warrior two. Left leg's at a 90-degree angle. Your right leg is straight and your right foot is coming in a little bit. This is going to help you protect your knee. Inhale, zip up through center. Move out a little bit here. Exhale, warrior two. Gaze is off your left hand. Inhale, you zip up. Exhale, you settle into warrior two. Equal energy in both legs, so use that right foot. Put some extra energy into the outer edge of your right foot. Engage the low belly, knit the ribs in, and feel strong in your warrior two as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and step to the top of your mat and bring your hands to heart center. And we'll go back into tree, but on the other side, so Jay will rotate. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Root down underneath your right foot. Shift the weight into your right foot. And with an inhale, you bring your left foot to your right calf. Or you can use a little help from your hand to bring it up towards your thigh. And if you're having trouble balancing, you can just kickstand it on the side. As you inhale and exhale, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Use the energy from your foot and your thigh as you inhale.
Both ways.
So Jay, bring it in. Or kickstand it. If you feel rooted underneath your right foot, you can engage your core and bring your hands up and overhead. The deeper the roots, the longer the tree. You interlace your fingers, flip your palms so they face up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in. And with an exhale, you release your foot. Bring your hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Jay, we'll turn this way. Reconnect with your intention. You have no expectations but to be here in the present. You are complete just the way you are as you inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms go up and overhead. And as you exhale, you forward fold, hinging at the hips. Swan dive down to your feet. Inhale into your flat back. And as you exhale, you plant the palms, bend the knees. Step back to plank. Your last chaturanga. Bend your elbows an inch or two. Inhale, you sweep up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And a long exhale. Start to tiptoe your toes, bending your knee up towards your hands. Bring your hands out in front of you, if you can, and find the mat.
What the?
Arms stretch out in front of you if you can, and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. And then you can release your legs long. Should we do a little twist? Here we go.
Okay.
Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Think about how you're going to spend the rest of your day, knowing that you can start the day over again. Starting your day however you want. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. All right, green creators, you can stay in Savasana for as long as you want. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Namaste.